Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 8th session for Drug Delivery Principles and Engineering. I'll share my screen now. Please let me know if you guys can see my screen. Can all of you see my screen? Can someone confirm if I'm audible and the screen is visible? Hello. Can somebody confirm if I'm audible or not? Okay, thank you. And is the screen visible as well? Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is the 8th day session for drug delivery principles and engineering. And in the past week, the topics that were covered were route specific deliveries that included transdermal, inhalation, buccal, rectal, intraarticular, intravenous, and various approved nanocarriers and immune system. And we'll move on to the assignments based on these topics. This is the first question. What is the ideal size range of the nanoparticles such that it can traverse through smallest capillaries inside the body and not get cleared by the renal system? Can anyone answer? I'll give you some time to answer and then we'll discuss. What is the ideal size range of nanoparticles that it can traverse through the smallest capillaries and not get cleared by the renal system?
1 nanometer to 100 nanometer.
1 to 100 nanometer. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. The answer is 10 nanometer to 5 micron. So, in the initial lectures, you might have gone through this where you see the glomerular filtration membrane, and if you see 4 to between 4 to 11 nanometer is the space between this. So particles above 10 nanometer cannot be excreted, and thus you want, here the question basically is asking if it can traverse through smallest capillaries inside the body and not get cleared by the renal system. So you, if you want your particles to not get cleared by the renal system, you want something above this 10 nanometer and up to 5 micron, so that it can traverse through the small capillaries of the blood vessels. Okay, so the first option, 10 nanometer to 5 micron, would be the correct answer. Here is the next question. Which of the following is an ionic liquid?
Option 2.
Okay.
Ma'am, option 2.
Okay. Anybody else would like to answer? Yes, both of you are correct. It would be choline and zeranate. So ionic liquid is basically organic salts that are liquid below at the optimal temperature or below 100 degrees Celsius. So choline and zeranate is an ionic liquid. We have our third question here. The density of two particles are in the ratio of 1 is to 16. What is the ratio of their aerodynamic diameters given all the other parameters are same?
Option 3.
Option 3, okay. Anybody else? We have one answer so far. Anyone else would like to answer? The density of two particles are given, which is in the ratio of 1 is to 16. So what would be their aerodynamic diameter ratio? Okay, the correct answer is 1 is to 4. So the aerodynamic diameter is given by the diameter into the density of the particle under root density of the particle. So basically aerodynamic ratio 1 to 2 would be basically the densities of the particle, which is 1 is to 16 under root that value, which is 1 is 1 by 4. Okay, we have our next question here. What size range of particles are well suited for deep lung delivery?
Option 4.
Okay, what about others? What is the size range that is well suited for deep lung delivery?
Ma'am, option 4.
Okay,
1 to 5 micron.
okay, okay. All of you are correct. It would be 1 to 5 micron, and these are suitable for deep lung delivery. Okay, here we have the next question. The mechanism of particle deposition into the lungs for large airways, bronchioles and alveoli in order are based on which of these mechanisms?
Option 1.
Okay,
Option 1.
okay. Anybody else would like to answer? Okay, option 1 is the correct answer. So first, the bronchi and bronchioles to reach their impaction is mostly involved or inertia, and then based on gravity they settle down and into the small respiratory vacuoles and alveolar ducts with the Brownian diffusion they move. We have our next question here. Where will particles of size 20 micron mainly deposit after dry powder inhalation? You have to select two correct answers here.
Option 2 and 3.
Okay.
Option 4 and 5.
4 and 5. Okay. Anybody else? Where will the particles of size 20 micron mainly deposit after dry powder inhalation? Okay, option 2 and 3 would be the correct answer. Here we have a plot where the fractional deposition against the particle size is also given. If you see, if you go to higher size, it mostly deposits in the mouth and throat, and also in the basically the larger airways. And as you go towards the smaller size, it mostly stays in the alveolar region and the inner airways. So option 2 and option 3 would be the correct answer. Okay, we have the seventh question here. Which of the following statement is false for rectal administration?
Option 3. Option 1.
Okay,
Option 3.
okay,
Option 3.
okay. Anybody else would like to answer? Which of these is the false statement for rectal administration? Okay, option 3 would be the correct answer. Widely recommended and followed method. You have to select a false statement here. So this is not true for rectal administration. All the other options are correct. That is, it bypasses the first pass metabolism, and usually it is useful for children, and the drug degradation by bacterial flora, and it is uncomfortable. All the other statements are basically true for rectal administration except for the third. Okay, here we have the next question. Which of these statements are not advantageous for intravenous delivery?
4 and 5.
Okay,
Option 1 and 5.
okay,
Option 1 and 5.
Okay.
Option 1 and 5.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. So here the question is asking not advantages of intravenous delivery. So basically the disadvantages, which would be invasive and chances of irritation and infection. Uh, the 100% bioavailability, rapid response, total control of blood concentration, and bypass first pass metabolism. These are actually the advantages. And yeah, other disadvantages, invasive and possible toxicity. This is what basically this question is asking. Okay, we have the next question here. What are the advantages of using inhalers for drug delivery?
Option 1 and 4.
Okay. Anybody else? Advantages of using inhalers for drug delivery.
Option 1 and 4.
Okay. Okay. Uh, Option 1 and 4 are indeed correct. It bypasses first pass metabolism. It is good for delivery to lungs and also it is patient compliant. And these are the advantages of using inhalers. Okay, here we have another question. You have to calculate the aerodynamic diameter of a polymeric spherical particle with diameter 2 micron and density 4 gram per centimeter cube and shape factor 1. What would be the answer in micrometers?
Ma'am, is it 4?
Okay, I'll discuss the answer. Just let me know. So you think the answer is 4, right?
Ma'am,
Yes,
4
ma'am.
micrometer.
Okay. Anybody else? Anyone else would like to answer? Okay. Yes, most of you are correct. I mean, all of you are correct. It's 4. So, in the previous problem, also, we saw that this is the formula for aerodynamic diameter, wherein aerodynamic diameter is basically the diameter into under root density. So, density given here 4 gram per centimeter cube. So, we put it will basically under root 4, which is 2. So, your diameter into this into the shape factor, which is basically 1. So that does not affect the equation at all. So we have the answer as 4 micron. Okay, this was all the questions I had for today's session. If anybody has any doubt or wants me to go through any question again, let me know. Do you guys have any doubt or want me to go through any question?